My name is Lisa, and I work part-time at a local supermarket. I live happily with my husband, Noah, and our daughter, Madison. This particular day,
Hey Madison, what are you doing over there in the corner of the room?
Oh, I found a bug, so I caught it.
Oh, by the way, Madison, what kind of bug is it?
I don't know. It's black and shiny.
Lisa, it's serious. It's a G-Sama. The G-Sama has come.
what did you say? Where's the spray for Gisama?
Why are you two panicking so much?
Because Madison isn't the G-Sama right there. Where is it? Can you see it?
Is it called Gisama? Here it is.
Lisa, Madison is holding the G-Sama.
You're holding it? Madison, are you okay?
Yeah. It's kind of cute. It's all screwing around.
It's not cute. G-Samas are not cute at all.
Madison? Could you please let it go outside? It's kind of pitiful.
But won't it just squish flat on the ground?
It's okay. G-Samas will run flat and suddenly fly to attack.
What? This bug is scary. It doesn't look like it though. Goodbye, little bug. There you go.
Oh, thank goodness, it went outside through the window.
Thank you, Madison. Really, thank you. But please go wash your hands.
We were enjoying lively and fun days like this. However, one day, my father fell seriously ill and had to be hospitalized.
Thankfully, your father's life doesn't seem to be in danger, so that's a relief, but he will need to be hospitalized for a while. I'm worried.
It must be stressful for the family to have a long-term hospitalization.
Suddenly being home alone will also be lonely, won't it?
Yes, that's true, but the mortgage on the house still needs to be paid, and now there will be hospital bills for your father, so
Come on, are you worried about money? In that case, Lisa and her family can live in this house and pay the mortgage. Unlike us, they have a daughter, and it would help to have mom around, right? It's a win-win.
While discussing the future, the conversation turned to the mortgage. My brother Lionel started suggesting that we should live in the house and pay the mortgage without consulting us. Suddenly being told this, wait a minute, you can't just decide that on your own. Think about Noah and Madison too.
but Lionel and his wife are newlyweds, right? We don't want to trouble them. In that sense, since you've been married for quite a while, it should be fine for you.
What do you mean by that? You can't just decide this based on your convenience.
Come on, Lisa, calm down. Look, the surroundings here are nice too, right? Maybe this could be a big advantage for us as well.
After all the discussions, we ended up moving into my parents' house and taking over the mortgage payments. My mother has always favored Lionel and often treated me coldly, which made me uncomfortable. However, thanks to Noah's efforts in smoothing things over with her, we were able to live comfortably. A few years later.
Look, Lisa, we finally paid off the mortgage.
Oh, it's true. Thank you, Noah, it's all because of you.
No, we worked hard together. Thank you too, Lisa.
Really, you've also managed to get along with my difficult mother, and I'm truly grateful. We finally paid off the mortgage on my parents' house. Initially, I wasn't enthusiastic about the idea, but the surroundings and convenient location made it very comfortable, and now I really liked it. Shortly after paying off the mortgage, my brother and his wife suddenly showed up.
Hey, I heard you paid off the mortgage.
Congratulations. You did it faster than we thought.
I don't think the timing of the payoff has anything to do with you two.
Of course it does. We're going to live here from now on.
What?
Wait, what does that mean?
It means exactly what it sounds like. We're moving in, so you need to leave.
Thanks for paying off the mortgage. You're no longer needed here.
What are you saying? Are you serious?
Of course I am. We decided to live here because it's in a great location and the house is spacious. But the only problem was the remaining mortgage, so you saved us a lot of trouble.
Now we can live in such a nice place for free every month. It's perfect.
Wait a minute, there's no way we can allow that.
We don't care about your feelings. We've already got Mom's approval. She said she'd rather live with us than with you and your family.
It's so sad you took care of Dad until the end and paid off the mortgage, but your behavior must have made them dislike you. You should have acted more likable if you wanted to stay.
So, pack up and leave as soon as possible. Oh, and leave all the furniture and appliances.
My brother and his wife laughed triumphantly as they spoke. Just as I was about to retort, Noah whispered something in my ear. So, after hearing that, Hey, are you two really going to live in this house? You'll take care of mom too, right?
Yeah, don't worry, we'll take care of mom too.
Is that the best you could come up with in a fit of desperation? You are so upset you can't even think straight, huh? How pitiful.
Are you really sure about this?
Of course we are. Stop asking so many times, it's annoying.
Come on, Lionel, it's just their last desperate resistance. Let's humor them a bit.
Helena, you're sure it's okay, too, right?
Absolutely, it's fine. Sorry, I actually wanted to make it harder for you.
All right then, we'll move out of this house.
Then let's change the house's ownership too. It'd be a hassle if there are problems later.
Good thinking, Noah. You get it.
Let's go ahead and change the ownership right away.
Sure, I know a judicial scrivener, so I'll ask them to handle it.
Wow, you need someone that fancy just to change ownership?
We're not experts, so that's helpful. Thanks.
We'll contact you once everything is ready. In the meantime, let's both start packing up.
You're being surprisingly compliant, Lisa.
I don't mind obedient people. Well then, see you next time.
After telling them that, my brother and his wife left in high spirits. A month later, after the ownership transfer of the house was completed, we called them over.
Hey Lisa, the procedures are finally done?
Thanks so much for doing this for us.
You're welcome. About the house, we've already found our new place. We've moved, so you can start living here today.
Wow, are you serious? That's some impressive planning.
Great, Lionel. Let's start living here right away.
Also, the ownership transfer is already completed. This house is now officially yours.
Oh, we had to wait a month, but now this house is finally mine.
Now we can live rent-free. This is perfect.
All right, I'll hand over the documents now and explain them to you.
First is the transfer contract. It states that the house is given for free in exchange for taking care of mom.
Yeah, that's the one we signed a while ago.
We stamped it together, so the content is accurate.
Next is the certificate of registered matters for the land and building. The mortgage lien is released. And as you can see, the ownership is now in your name.
Yeah, it sure is. The ownership is in my name. So, now I'm the head of the household.
That's all the document. For any further issues, please consult with a tax accountant.
My brother and his wife were listening to us excitedly, but they seemed confused when they heard the word tax accountant.
Huh. Tax accountant? I thought Noah mentioned some kind of judicial scrivener earlier.
The procedures are done, right? Why do we need to consult someone like that?
Well, you two will need to pay about 40 million yen in taxes. If you do nothing, you'll receive documents from the tax office.
What? 40 million yen?
Wait. What are you talking about?
When you receive a house as a gift, you need to pay gift tax. Didn't you know that?
That's ridiculous. There shouldn't be taxes between parent and child.
Gift tax applies regardless of the relationship.
No, it shouldn't. This is basically an inheritance, right? There must be a way to avoid the cost.
Yeah. Isn't there some kind of deduction or something?
There are some deductions for inheritance, but this isn't an inheritance. And there are no tax saving schemes for siblings. This is just a gift.
What? What do you mean? Wasn't this house dad's or mom's?
The previous owner of the land and house was Lisa. So, this isn't an inheritance. It's a gift.
What? This is the first I've heard of that.
So, you secretly inherited it without telling Lionel.
What? You did something so sneaky.
Stop making false accusations. We refinanced the mortgage before moving in. At that time, we made a purchase agreement between Dad and me.
So, it's not an inheritance. Back then, the land wasn't worth much, so it wasn't a big deal. But now, the land value has skyrocketed, and so has the gift tax.
You've got to be kidding. Why did you do a sale agreement with Dad?
If it were just an inheritance, there would have been ways to handle it.
My brother and his wife, unaware of the gift tax and that the house was under my name, became irrationally angry upon learning the truth. So, why are you getting angry about this? You were the ones who suggested we live in this house and pay the mortgage, remember?
Exactly. We agreed and managed everything accordingly.
Shut up. You should have told us about the gift tax first.
Yes. Keeping it a secret is unbelievable. If you had told us, we could have thought about a sale agreement or something.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd know something this basic.
Indeed, we had no idea you were that uninformed.
You're mocking us. You knew we didn't know and took advantage.
This is practically fraud. We'll sue you.
Go ahead, sue us if you want. We just gave you what you asked for.
We had no intention of deceiving you, so getting angry won't change anything. The ownership has already been transferred and the gift tax has been incurred. Good luck paying that 40 million yen.
You! Acting like it's none of your concern.
If money is that much of an issue, why not sell the house? Even after paying the gift tax, you'll have plenty of money left over.
There's no way we're doing that. That's ridiculous.
We love the location and size of this house. Selling is not an option.
As someone who paid the mortgage, I'm glad you'll continue living here.
And don't forget to take care of Mom, whose cognitive function is declining. We'll check in occasionally to make sure everything's okay. Good luck.
What? What did you just say?
I recently talked with Mom. Didn't you notice she was having trouble following the conversation? It's been happening more frequently, so I think she might be developing dementia.
She tries to eat breakfast multiple times, so be careful. Soon, she might start eating everything in the fridge without asking.
Recently, my mother's cognitive function had been declining, and she had become increasingly forgetful. When we told my brother and his wife,
No. You should have told us that beforehand.
There's no way we can take care of a mother-in-law with dementia.
"Brother, you talked with Mom a lot on the phone, so I thought you already knew. But for now, it's just forgetfulness, so I think it's manageable."
You say that easily, but taking care of a parent with dementia is really hard.
She might wander off or get lost, right? What are we supposed to do if that happens?
In that case, you can consult with the local welfare office or the community support center. They can give advice on using care services or suggest medical institutions.
If you start using care services now, you might be able to prevent further cognitive decline. We were just starting to consider that, so we haven't done anything yet.
What the hell? So you're just dumping everything on us.
That's impossible. You'll really come check on her, right?
We'll check in, but the caregiving is up to you.
Having non-caregiving family members intervene can cause confusion. We gave you this house as financial support for the caregiving.
No way. Lisa, please. Help us out somehow. We can't handle a 40 million yen payment and caregiving at the same time.
Please, I'm begging you. We can't live like this.
No. You told us to live here, pay the mortgage, and give you the house. Do you think we'd help you after that?
We were wrong. We didn't think it through.
We won't say such things again. Just help us.
As we've said, that's why we gave you the house. If it becomes impossible to manage, sell it and use the money.
I don't want you to sell the family home, but if you have no other choice, I understand. So, good luck with the caregiving and payments. Goodbye.
Wait. This can't be real. What are we going to do?
We have no choice. We just have to do our best.
And so, we left my panicked brother and his wife behind. They moved out that very day, taking only the essentials, and began living in the family home. Luckily, my mother adored Lionel and listened to everything he said, but her frequent forgetfulness and need for constant reassurance gradually wore them down. Unable to pay the 40 million yen gift tax, they took out a mortgage on the house, resulting in monthly payments higher than their previous rent. Helena started working, and at home, they juggled caregiving duties, leading to a hectic life. Eventually, my mother's cognitive function worsened, and she began seeking reassurance from Lionel day and night. Thus, Lionel and Helena found themselves in an exhausting and financially draining situation. While our family...
Hey Madison, do you remember when you grabbed that Jisama bug with your bare hands?
Why did I do that?
I think it was the first time you saw a Jisama bug. You were curious about everything and wanted to hold it.
No way. Why didn't you two stop me?
Well, you grabbed it before we could stop you.
You even said it was cute because it was scurrying around.
I don't understand. What was I thinking back then?
Well, at least we stopped you from eating it, so there's that.
Wait, hang on. That's a joke, right? What do you mean by eating it? Did I put it in my mouth?
Speaking of putting things in your mouth, it's about time to start making dinner.
I'll help. I'm starting to get a bit hungry.
Wait, how can you think about cooking after that story?
Since then, we have been living peacefully as a family of 3. Madison has grown up and is now in high school, making me realize how quickly time flies. On this day, we were reminiscing about the past and ended up talking about the Jisama incident. Back then, Madison had no prejudice against the Gisama bugs, but now she's just like us. She can't live without bug spray and traps in the closet. Noah has been playfully teasing Madison a bit, and her reactions are so amusing that I think I'll let it continue for a little while. Watching Madison playfully hitting Noah on the back, our family continues to enjoy lively and joyful times together. If you enjoyed this video, we'd be thrilled if you subscribed to our channel. Subscribing means you'll receive notifications for new videos, keeping you in the loop with all our latest content. Your support is vital to our growth. Let's enjoy and grow together.